to strike and make.
He looks good, but he is looking more.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by TGB Promotions and MP Promotions, as sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet with the only top-rated sportsbook app that matters. Along with the Air Force Reserve, start your adventure by going to afreserve.com and Cop Shop. Like big hits, Gerard Butler stars in Cop Shop, rated R, only in theaters September 17th. Well, fans, our main event is sanctioned by the WBA, the president, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Introducing to you our three judges scoring from ringside, Dave Moretti, Patricia Morse-Jarman, and Steve Waitfeld. All right, fans, here we go with a bout you've all been waiting for. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Santiago de Cuba in Cuba. He weighed in at the welterweight limit of 147 pounds. His record stands at 26 wins, 4 losses, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist, tonight making the first defense of his world title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current reigning and WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing 54 Milagros, Yordenis Ugas. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over, wearing white trunks trimmed with flames. As the boxing senator, he is fighting out of and proudly representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He weighed in at a trim and ready 146 pounds. As a true icon of boxing, his record stands at 62 wins, 7 losses and 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 4-time welterweight world champion and boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and the only Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. And our referee in charge now to give instructions, Russell Mora.
Trunks here are good. Trunks here are good. Anything below the belt line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
The crowd is back, tingling with anticipation. This wildly exciting welterweight division should have dished up the sparkling Errol Spence against boxing legend Manny Pacquiao. But instead of 2 southpaws, we have this late change. We wish Errol a speedy recovery with his retinal tear, and we welcome in the challenge of American-based Cuban Yordenis Ugas, who's been around a long time. Wonderful amateur. He won the World Championship, struck bronze in ring, and has a good, if not outstanding, professional resume, but he's talented. And Pacquiao has had to readjust in his beloved wildcard gym. One of the many things that stands out in Pacquiao's career is the ability to take on anything, Matt, and everything.
Yeah, I mean, his resume speaks for itself. His longevity speaks for itself. But nobody beats Father Time. Time is not on his side. Ugas, the younger man, the fresher man, the hungrier man. You know, and styles make fights. You can't always say this opponent fought him, so that must happen. But like I said, when they were on the ring walks, Ugas lost a split decision to Sean Porter. A lot of people thought he won that fight. The very next fight, Sean Porter lost a split decision to Errol Spence. So it shows you the level that he can compete at.
Good defense from Ugas. He'll have to watch that rapid hand speed of Manny Pacquiao, who fights, as we all know, in savage bursts, combinations, moves, gives himself angles, starts quickly. Ugas looking physically big in there, but Pacquiao still managing to get punches home early, and a wry smile through the gum shield from the Cuban.
Yeah, I mean, Ugas is good with southpaw, but Manny Pacquiao, there's nobody really quite like him. The way, the angles that he comes at, the speed, the combinations that he puts together, very difficult to defend against.
You have to find replica sparring in just a matter of 10, 12 days. They've had Rodrigo Duterte, but how can you mirror Manny Pacquiao? Very hard. But then Pacquiao was preparing for the slick southpaw that Errol Spence is. So changes afoot. And this battle is live and ensues. It's for the body there, Ugas told to keep them up by referee Russell Mora.
That looked like a body shot to me. I thought that was okay.
Trying to get his jab going. He's going to have variety, Ugas, here.
Yeah. This is good, jabbing upstairs, downstairs to the body as well, mixing it up.
Just bundles Pacquiao over. Loss of balance. And it's all in the books.
Boxing on Sky Sport.
Champion Yordenis Ugas, but very much the left side of the bill, the port side of the lefty from General Santos City, who once sold donuts on the streets. 71 fights later, and an 8th division world champion, Manny Pacquiao, continues in boxing. The white trunks and long socks of Yordenis Ugas, who had that very close fight with Sean Porter and has beaten Omar Figueroa, Mike Dallas and Abel Ramos in September of last year. Pacquiao has been out for some 760, a long time.
Yeah, Ugas, you know, using that, he's countering over the top of Pacquiao's jab here with his own jab very effectively.
Good left hand as well, Ugas. Jab back from Pacquiao.
Yeah, Ugas winning the battle of Tia, though. He's using his reach, he's using his height.
Yes, he has got advantages, not just in youth, but he's 5 inches taller. Big reach as well. 6 inches in the difference in reach between the pair.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's just the height. He's got long arms. Good short right hand there from Ugas. Walked Pacquiao onto that.
Yeah, very accurate. He's been so avoided, Ugas. Right hand to the body as well, but we know all about his class and the amateur system in Cuba. They just won 4 golds out in Tokyo, the Cubans. They're the best.
Yeah, this is good work from Ugas as well, standing his ground there. You see Pacquiao, when he coming on top of him, he just pushed him back. He's keeping that center of the ring.
Yeah, good work from the Cuban here, based in Vegas, with Ismael Salas, whose tutorials have worked an absolute treat for Ugas. Over 12 appearances together. Pacquiao just struggling to find his range and rhythm here.
Yeah, it's been a good round from Ugas.
Good right hand as well. Really good work from Ugas. They're keeping Pacquiao on the outside, winning the battle of the jabs and winning the round.
Yeah, good round from Ugas. Good jabs worked really well.
But many years against many elite fighters, he's managed to do that. Let's see what happens. Those good wins over Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman. Did lose in Australia to Jeff Horn and lost the fight to Floyd Mayweather, which was a damp squib after all the hype. And Pacquiao also had a bad shoulder in that too. No, take nothing away from the Mayweather victory. But he's fought them all. 4 fights with Juan Manuel Marquez, a trilogy with Eric Morales, a couple with Marco Antonio Barrera, the first, one of the great displays of his career. He's been outstanding. Can he be again tonight? Or will Father Time catch up with him? And is Ugas the right man, right time here? Nice right hand. He's not overawed. He's settled well. He looks confident, and he had a good second map.
Yeah, he won the second round, and he's having the better of this round. That looking to loop that right hand around side, throws that long right hook. You know, first back. You know, once upon a time, Pacquiao, if he couldn't outthink his opponents, he could overwhelm them with speed and tempo and combinations, where I don't think he has that same type of energy anymore. So against a fighter like Ugas now, who's taller, he's got the better reach, he's able to slow the pace down, maybe I think Pacquiao, has he got the answer then to come back with those combinations like he used to? I'm not so sure.
It's almost impossible at this stage of his life, and even he needs occasionally a day off at the wild card with the ridiculous regime that is usually set. And that rapid burst giving him anything. Pacquiao, and walking into a right hand from Ugas. That's a bit better from the Pac-Man. But wild at times, and Ugas accurate. Really nice work from the Cuban.
Yeah, Pacquiao trying to whip himself on, trying to find that energy, but a lot of those shots missing and some hitting the gloves.
That's keeping calm and countering well to the Pacquiao bursts.
Yeah, a nice double jab there from Ugas. Again, nice burst from Pacquiao, but Ugas blocks most of those on the gloves and then fires back with clean shot combinations.
This is excellent from Ugas. It's a terrific start for the champion, but the underdog. Around here, the 200th set of Yordenis Ugas' professional career, the 490th round for Manny Pacquiao. The 42-year-old now from General Santos City. He's got 62 victories against only 7 defeats, 2 draws. That famous one with Juan Manuel Marquez when he knocked Marquez down 3 times in the first round. Every time he revs himself up with a burst, Ugas just smiles and comes back with something. Well, time out here. Was that low, Matt?
I didn't think so. I'd like to see another angle of that. I thought that was...
Yeah.
You okay?
Wasn't that a decent body shot? Russell Mora is giving Pacquiao time.
And you're ready.
Sort of complaining that it was low on the belt.
You okay? Okay. Get him up. Don't make me take a point from you. Let's go.
Says Russell Mora. Certainly no intent there at all, and they touch gloves, and there's the respect. Ugas, who has topped to Manny Pacquiao, as everybody in boxing has. But it's his time and his team believe to finish Pacquiao once and for all. Getting a bit open to that right hand, Pacquiao.
Yeah, and the counter jabs from Ugas are good as well. You know, he's got those long arms, and Pacquiao, when he leads off with the jab, Ugas just counters over the top with his own jab. Couple of nice body shots there from Pacquiao.
Swelling under the right eye of Pacquiao. Taps his gloves together, as we've seen many times. Half-hearted body shot from Ugas there. Maybe just worrying about straying again. And that right overhand, as we saw earlier against Ray Robinson, effective.
Yeah, he throws that long right hook, gets right round the side with it. And, you know, the Paul, who's used to maybe those straight right down the middle, brings his left hand across, looking to parry the straight right hand, and he loops that right hand round the side.
Marked up on the left eye too. Pacquiao walks into another right hand, try to get the jab going.
You know, you got to be impressed with the defensive skills of Ugas as well. He keeps those hands nice and high, and he gets the elbows in, blocks. Good jab.
Solid look about him, Ugas. And maybe the most impressive thing is he's not been overawed by the occasion. This by far the biggest on the grand stage here in Vegas. Occasional success from Pacquiao, but just not finding his rhythm. Boy Fernandez, Freddie Roach in the blue corner. We talk about the Freddie and Manny relationship, but that Ismael Salas has got with Yordenis Ugas has really flourished. Amazing title trainer Ismael Salas, and did so much in the Cuban system. Left hand from Pacquiao was decent at the start of the fifth. Remember, Tarrant for the WBO champion, Errol Spence, WBC and IBF. You got Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman and Virgil Ortiz. One of the best fighters in the world up and coming. This for the WBA belt.
Ugas using his jab well, going up and down, head and body with it. Pacquiao coming forward, letting his hands go, but Ugas just takes that spout away.
Freddie Roach called for more combinations in between the fourth and fifth round break. Pacquiao looked a little bit despondent in the corner. The master of chess with a strategic puzzle in front of him that he needs to work out. He always has done. Found a way to think ahead. And as you said, Matt, if it's not working, he's got the speed, power to do something about it. But has that eroded just slightly?
You know, I don't think he has those same energy levels, and how could he at 42 years of age and after that, all the fights he's been through? Oh, nice, well, he blocked that, Pacquiao. He that looping right again, Ugas, but Pacquiao blocked it that time.
Pouring out that jab. Pacquiao, wary of the right hand. That's a bit better. Slight marking under the left eye of Ugas.
I think this has been a better round from Pacquiao. He's trying to put combinations together. Good answer from Ugas.
Certainly up the tempo. Pacquiao judging that distance a bit better. Still not quite finding the angles of old, but it is an improvement. Yes, purpose from Pacquiao. Ugas shakes his head in defiance. But a better round for the Filipino icon. And the crowd are loving this from Pacquiao. Wife Chinky at ringside, 5 children.
Standing in front of Pacquiao, impatient, almost going Pacquiao to lead off. When Pacquiao leads with that jab, he just fires over his own jab, over the top of that, with those long arms and that reach. You know, he's out jabbing Pacquiao.
Milagros' mom on the bottom of the white trunks for Ugas. Pacquiao, who had a good 5th. Will he get into his stride? Or is it stop-start these days?
It's funny because sometimes, if you're a fighter that likes a fast rhythm, you know, a slower pace fight can be more tiring to you because you can't know rhythm and you're forcing everything. So even though you're throwing less punches, you actually feel more tired because you just can't get no flow. Where if you're a high tempo, you like that fast pace because everything can just flow on a nice rhythm. Where if the other guy can break that rhythm, slow the pace down, it's a slower pace, it becomes harder work for you.
Ugas effective with the jab tonight. Jab beats speed, that's what Vernon Forrest always used to say. The late, great Vernon Forrest. That's how he beat Shane Mosley.
Yeah, good jab and great timing.
That timing is good from Ugas tonight, right hands. Just looking very composed, isn't he? Strong and almost in control, yeah, certainly of himself.
Yeah, composed and patience. Showing really good patience here. Like you say, not overawed at all.
Almost looking for Pacquiao to change it up. The shifts in momentum, the raids, the attacks.
And the jab is so effective for Ugas. He's got those long arms. Good fit while just edging closer with those feet.
There's that rangefinder in the right hand over the top, and Ugas landed some quality punches, and Pacquiao throwing a great deal, but what is actually landing? Second half WBA welterweight title, the 10 stone 7 division, such a great one. Legends over the years like Emil Griffith, Jose Napoles, Carlos Palomino, Wilfred Benitez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Pepino Cuevas, Tommy Hearns, Pernell Whitaker, De La Hoya, Trinidad Mosley, Mayweather and Pacquiao. What a division it's been, Matt.
Yeah, the welterweight division, you know, the heavyweight division, the middleweight division, they're probably your 3 glamour divisions, and welterweight division certainly has produced some of the best pound fighters that we've ever seen.
Close this. Is Ugas in the lead for you?
Yeah, I have him 4 rounds, 2 up.